Galatians chapter 5, verses 1 and 2.
Come here.
So right before we read the scripture, let's bow our heads. Heavenly Father, we thank you, Lord, for the opportunity to share with your people today. I pray, God, that you may take full control, kill self, and let you and you alone be seen. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Galatians chapter 5, verses 1 and 2. All come? Okay, let's read as a body after 4, 3, 4.
Stand fast, therefore, in the liberty wherewith Christ hath made us free, and be not entangled again with the yoke of bondage. Behold, I, Paul, say unto you, that if you be circumcised, Christ shall profit you nothing.
Okay. So let me read over verse 1. Stand fast, therefore, in the liberty wherewith Christ had made us free, and be not entangled again with the yoke of bondage. You may be seated. Is the slide ready? Okay. So for a short time here, we are looking at too close for comfort. Too close for comfort. And we are keeping in our mind our scripture reading, which said again, stand fast, therefore, in the liberty wherewith Christ had made us free, and be not entangled again with the yoke of bondage. This morning, happy Sabbath, everyone.
Happy Sabbath.
This morning, I am here to encourage you. Yes, I am here to encourage you. You see, COVID has come and taught us a lot. It taught us a lot about our friends. It taught us a lot about our families. And yes, it taught us a lot even about our church. But had it taught us anything about ourselves? Be not entangled again with the yoke of bondage. Recently, I found myself too close and feeling comfortable. God is preparing a people, and all of us could attest to that. God is preparing a people who must have their character cleansed.
Amen.
I have observed something recently that had me thinking about where I myself stand with God. And I came across this, and I find it was so mind-boggling, and I said I have to share it this morning, which is our next slide. It is actually a video clip, and I'm praying to God that it works, so you can go ahead and play it. Here we have this The greatest men, and this is a quotation from our prophet from the book Education. It says,
"The greatest want of the world is the want of men. Men who will not be bought or sold. Men who in their innermost souls are true and honest. Men who do not fear to call sin by its right name. Men whose conscience is as true to duty as the needle to the pole. Men who will stand for the right though the heavens fall. But such a character is not the result of accident. It is not due to special favor or endowment of providence. A noble character is the result of self-discipline, of the subjection of the lower to the higher nature, the surrender of self for the service of love to God and man.